Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tubby and Tiny podcast. I'm Tubby.
And I'm Tony.
Okay, we're gonna do that
Yep,
again without
I
laughing
love
in
it.
the middle of it. What was funny about that?
I don't know. I did a perfect impression earlier, and I was thinking about it.
Wait.
You know what? Fuck it. We're keeping that in.
No.
We're keeping it in.
Yeah,
No, that's a hella good
Alright,
start.
fine.
That was funny. Okay, so today we're joined once again by Tommy. You might know him as Nami. You might know him as Nami Live. Tommy TCP. He's got a lot of names, but he's been on this
Yeah.
before. We talked about paranormia last time, ghosts and shit. This is going to be our first podcast with 4 members, actually, and we have Tommy's brother on, Jack. You might know him as JackPool, and he is actually an expert on movies, which is why this podcast is going to be about films, cinema, movies, all that kind of stuff. We're going to start by discussing some of our favorite movies and what makes them unique and special to us individually. We're going to start with Tiny.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty obvious that one of my favorite movies is probably gonna be Christopher Nolan directed film, and I'm gonna have to go with no other than The Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight. Sorry, I did not watch all the Batman movies.
I watched that
which
one.
Which one is the Dark Knight Rises? I know there's 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, which one's the Dark Knight Rises?
Yep. So it goes Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Rises. So that's like the last
And the
one.
third one's the best one?
Yep, I think so. Yep. By
And
far.
Why is that better than the other 2?
I think it just sets up the story a little bit different, and it closes like the trilogy at the end of the movie.
So it sets it
So-
up. Is it a prequel or is it just a third sequel?
No, it's just third sequel, but
They're
it
all like
closes
one
it
after
nice.
another?
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful. Any other movies that you want to note or?
Not right now.
Absolutely.
That's
Okay, I just wanted to talk about my favorite movies. I would definitely say a lot of Tarantino's movies are absolutely incredible. I really like slow moving films, especially I wanna note that I did watch Dune recently, Dune 1, and I did not like it even though it was a very slow movie. It is sort of my style, but it didn't fit well. I feel like if you're gonna do a slow movie with a lot of exposition and you're really just gonna explain and draw out this story, it's nice, it's relaxing, it's very intuitive, but they just added too many characters. Once you finally got to get down to earth with one of the characters, they threw in another one. They just kind of, there was so much stuff going on. It was way too much. It was just too much for me. That being said, other slow burning movies, I really, really enjoy them. Tarantino doesn't always go for this. A lot of it is shock jock, punch you in the fucking face movies. Like
yeah.
Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, all that kind of stuff. Reservoir Dogs was his first film, and it kind of had that first taste at both kind of genres of Tarantino, like the punch in your face, gory, crazy shit, but also the
Yeah.
slow burning stuff, because after like everything goes sort of crazy, you get this really slow, you get kind of the aftermath and the exposition all in one that kind of encompasses the entire story and explains it to you in a really beautiful way. But definitely his slowest movie of all time is Hateful Eight, which I don't even think, Tommy, did you even like that movie when you saw it?
I don't even know if I saw it.
You've seen it. I know you've seen it because I remember. I really feel like I remember you saying you didn't like it because of how slow it was. One of the things that
I've
really
never seen this. Never seen this.
No? Okay, never mind. A cool note about this movie that really exemplifies how long and drawn out it is. The original movie is obviously, I think, 2.5 hours long. They have an extended version on Netflix with 4 episodes, which are each an hour long. So in total, if you watch the extended version, it's a 4-hour long movie. And
Wow.
yeah, it is really entirely exposition. 3 hours of those 4, I would say, are literally you just waiting for stuff to happen. It really starts building up. It stacks all these plates on top of each other, and then right at the end, they all topple and shatter. And it's just it's like the most incredible climax of a film I've ever seen in my life. That is definitely Tarantino's best film. I don't know if it's my favorite film of all time, but it's definitely Tarantino's best film. I also love Christopher Nolan films, Scorsese films, all that kind of stuff. I'd like to hand it off to Tommy now. I want to hear about his favorite films. I think I want to hear his perspective because I think he's got an entirely different genre that he likes than me and Luke.
Yeah.
Definitely.
My favorite movie of all time is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. just an absolutely insane movie. I love the plot, and I think that was one of the best endings I've ever seen in any movie. Like,
Well,
there were like
I don't know. I don't want to be argumentative, but which one are you talking about? The first movie or the second one?
second.
There was no ending.
First one didn't.
It was a cliffhanger. The fuck
Yeah,
are you
but
talking about?
there's always an ending to a movie.
Okay.
What?
I don't believe that at all. There was no ending to it. Just because there's a cutoff doesn't mean it's an ending. This is one of
So
the
what?
reasons I didn't like that film.
It
Tell
ended
me
the
how.
movie.
Okay, if you think it was such a perfect ending, tell me how it isn't a perfect ending, please.
There were so many plot twists. Like over here, there's a plot twist, and then you get done with that one, and then over there, you got another
Okay, I
one
like
right
that.
away.
I like that. I like what
And
you're saying.
Insane plot.
I asked
Like at
about-
least I can name three right now.
asked
I can
about-
name
okay,
3 plot
give me a
twists. That's
sec.
why it was insane
me a sec.
ending.
Those plot twists weren't at the ending. No, I'm asking about
Yes,
the
they
ending.
were. No, I
Okay.
know. They were like last
What are the
15
plot?
minutes.
Name those plot twists that you were gonna talk about.
All right, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't seen it and now should see it. First one is Uncle Aaron walking through the door. That gives me shivers every fucking time. Cause he's dead in the other universe and we see him alive. Second, this was actually before the Uncle Aaron thing, but we realize he's in the wrong dimension. Third, when he's walking outside, in his dimension, there's a mural on the wall of Uncle Aaron, who's dead. And he sees it in the other dimension, and it's actually his dad who's dead. And then the final thing, like this is the closing thing, is the Prowler comes. There's no Spider-Man in this universe. So we see the Prowler come down to Spider-Man. He opens up his mask, and it's himself. And I'll, like, during that moment when I was first seeing it, I was, like, trying to stop myself from thinking who it was to, like, keep myself from spoiling it. And I didn't expect that at all. And it just shocked me like crazy.
That was at the ending of the film.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't remember it as well as I do. So you like the ending solely just because it's loads of twists.
Yeah. And they don't just, like, throw them in there. Like, they all make sense to the plot.
All right, so you don't like the ending because it doesn't. In a sense, you like the last segment of the film because of the twists. You don't like the ending. There's not an ending.
Well,
There's completely different aspects of an ending. The aspects that you're enjoying are not aspects of an ending. They're just aspects of a movie. You like the last segment of the movie. You'll probably like the next one too. I'm assuming that's probably gonna be full of twists and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there okay? I get what you mean. Are there any other films that you want to talk about, or because I know that is the biggest one. That's your absolute fave, right?
Dune 2 was really good. I really like that movie.
Agreed.
Dune 1 was ass, but Dune 2
I
like
agree.
came back like crazy.
W statement.
I think that's like my most favorites.
Okay. All right. We ready to hear Jack's?
Well, I always have trouble picking favorite movies because I watch the other movies and I have trouble picking favorites.
I feel that.
Can you just name a few like notable ones?
Yep. What's your favorite movie?
Well, one of my favorites is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, that's fair. I
Yep.
like how he says I have trouble picking a favorite, and he goes, "Yep, what's your favorite movie?" Keep going. Tell us why you like Deadpool and Wolverine, because I will admit, hot take right
Mhm.
now, fucking hated that movie.
Okay.
Let's just continue.
I want to hear Jack. I want to hear Jack.
Well, one of the reasons I like Deadpool and Wolverine is the cameos in that movie. What else? The fight scenes were pretty good. There was one scene like where Deadpool and Wolverine fought in the car. That scene was my favorite in the movie.
That was a pretty good scene.
So I get exactly what you're saying about liking the cameos and fight scenes and stuff, but truth be told, I think that's all Marvel's good for at this point. They can't come up with a decent story. This multiverse bullshit, they use it for every single movie because they can't come up with an actual plot line. All they do is CGI these cool ass fight scenes, which is I will admit they did a great job with the cinematography and the fight scenes in that movie. and these cameos because they can get whatever fucking actor they want because they'll
Uh-huh.
blow millions of dollars on whoever the hell they want in the movie. They have $1 billion
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah, well,
That's really what I think. Do you like
Yeah.
the story though, Jack? Do you think the story was actually good in that film, or is it just the cool scenes and shit?
well, the story was pretty good. But yeah,
What
well,
do
I'm
you-
not a huge fan of Marvel movies, but Deadpool and Wolverine is the only one I liked.
Deadpool and Wolverine is like the only one to actually do the multiverses, correct?
Well,
And Spider-Man.
yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you?
well, I'm not-
Okay, we're
Oh,
asking
yeah.
Jack. Jack, did you watch the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies? 'Cause-
No, I didn't.
Okay, in that last
Well,
one,
I
they went.
watched Homecoming, Far From Home, or No Way Home. I didn't watch those.
It was No Way Home, right? Did you see him, Luke?
Yeah.
It was No Way Home where they went for the multiverses shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Well, I guess it's all sort of. It was all sort of like a more sci-fi than all the other
Mhm.
Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I've
Tom
never
Holland
watched the
ones, yeah.
original Spider-Man. I never was like a
You've
huge
never
fan of-
watched Tobey Maguire's
know.
Spider-Man?
Never watched Tobey
You told me
Maguire.
that the
Never
other
watched
day.
Andrew Garfield.
Jeez.
I didn't
You told
even
me
like
that the other
Spider-Man
day.
before I watched Across the Spider-Verse
Wow.
and watched it. I was like,
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
love Spider-Man now.
Okay, I'll
Well,
admit.
love Miles Morales.
Yeah, when people say Miles Morales isn't Spider-Man and all that bullshit,
Mhm.
they're just being fucking dumbasses.
Luke
mean-
said that the other
Yeah.
day.
Oh
Luke
my-
said that the other
I-
day.
He said
No,
Miles
and
Morales
I'll
isn't
stand by it. I'll
Spider-Man.
stand by it. I'll
Okay,
stand
tell
by
me
it.
why he isn't Spider-Man.
Because Spider-Man in the comics and how Stanley wrote it was Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
You know
not
what?
Anybody else.
That's a good fucking point.
Peter Parker.
If you
not
do
Miles
you
Morales.
buy into the multiverse bullshit though? Do you buy into that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then your point stands up. If you buy into the
Yeah.
multiverse though, they believe that there's an infinite
know,
level
it-
of
yeah,
universes
yeah.
where there are infinite Peter Parkers with infinite names, infinite anything. So
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
but yeah, I mean, I agree. The way it was originally intended, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, meaning only Tom Holland, only Andrew Garfield, only Tobey Maguire, and who was the guy before
Because-
Tobey? There was another actor who did Spider-Man before
It
Tobey.
was a long time ago. He was like old. It was like 70s Spider-Man, I think.
Wait, is Gwen Stacy Spider-Man?
Nicholas Hammond.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is
Yeah,
I
but
heard
all
he
these
did a decent
Spider-Man-
job.
All these Spider-Man are Peter Parker. That's my point.
Is Gwen
Peter
Stacy
Parker is
Spider-Man?
No.
No, I agree with that. I think Miles Morales is on a technicality in this multiversal in this quote unquote, I know you can't say me, I just did air quotes. In this quote unquote multiversal effect of Spider-Man, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. And I think that first movie was decent. The second movie was ass. This
Whoa.
multiverse stuff is in a sense bullshit, honestly. Although Miles Morales is Spider-Man in my opinion, this multiverse idea that all of Marvel movies are buying into nowadays is bullshit. And that is what ruined Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, my personal opinion, Deadpool 1 was the only good Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah,
Deadpool
I
2
watched the
was
first
shit.
Deadpool.
Because I feel like Deadpool 2 could have been good. They had all the good actors. They had all the right ideas. Except the entire point behind Deadpool, my idea of the entire point, is that the whole movie, what he wanted, what drove everything he did, was his wife. He left his wife to try and save himself from cancer so that he could be there for his wife, which backfired. Everything he did, he left his original job where he beat the shit out of people for money.
Mm-hmm.
He left it for his wife. He did everything he did for his wife, and I feel like that was the root of Deadpool. Everything that drove him to do everything he did in that movie was for his wife. And then the second movie, they just killed off the wife. They took the entire point out of Deadpool. That's what I feel like. And I just feel like that ruined it. Also, didn't they bring her back to life? I didn't really understand the exact plot in the third movie. It just was fucking crazy, but
I can explain that. So his girl that he was seeing in the third one, that was just like how he kind of went. Do you know how he went up when he almost dies to like that weird heaven, like, or like I don't know, like after death, and he goes up to her like.
yeah.
like every time like he's about to die, but then she says, "Oh, it's not your time." So basically, I guess she found a way to just like he just was like seeing her everywhere.
Okay, so this is
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I
this
think
is
that's
a
what it is.
crazy statement. This is gonna drop crazy, but there's a point to it. I watched this film with my Confederate cousin. We were in West PA. You know when I go out there, and we
Mhm.
were just sitting there, and we didn't know what to watch. So we put on this movie, and he was like, "This is his accent and everything." Sitting like this. What the fuck? That's what he had.
God.
That was watched. And if
Oh my
if you're
God.
watching superhero movies are for fat fucks who don't do anything with their life. That's what superhero movies are. I'm not saying they're bad.
Jesus.
I'm just saying that's the target audience are these Marvel idiots who sit on their fat ass and read comics all day.
Wow.
That's what superhero movies are for, and that's what my cousin is. And if you
Jesus.
confuse my dumbass cousin with your stupid superhero movie, you failed as a director. You failed as a filmmaker. If you fucked up Deadpool, I think they fucked up Deadpool. Jack, is there anything else you want to say? That's your
Um,
favorite movies? Any more movies you want to?
well, another one of my favorite movies, which is another multiverse movie, which is the Flash movie, which is a
Flash?
DC
Flash.
movie.
That are you talking about the movie or the show?
The movie. I
Talking
never
about
watched
the
the
movie.
show.
Oh
but you
yeah.
has.
Who was that actor in the movie that was like that's really
Ezra
controversial? Ezra Miller.
Yeah. Well,
What did he do? He beat the shit out of some girl, right?
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he was like, yeah.
He's also takes drugs and
God, he's
wow,
so
he's
fucked
on
up.
drugs. Yeah.
But if you can separate art from artist, it was a good movie, Jack. Because
like
I
the
didn't
movie.
see it. It was
Well,
good.
I like the movie, but because that movie also had cameos in it, just like Deadpool and Wolverine.
So he likes his
Have-
cameos.
Yeah.
Well, I just like movies that have cameos in it, because I get. To
Have you
see
guys
other
seen
actors.
the show? Because I know
No, I haven't seen.
I
the
know
Oh,
show.
someone
yeah.
here loves that.
What
Oh,
you
yeah.
cast?
All 9 seasons of them.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
guess we're not
Like
really talking
5
about
times
television,
through.
but that's definitely noteworthy. Luke fucking loves the Flash.
Yep.
Who plays the Flash in that?
Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin.
Okay.
Did he do a better job than Ezra Miller? Have you seen the Flash movie?
Oh, by far.
By far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I sort of agree with that. Even
I
though
think he
never
should have
watched
been
the show.
casted as the Flash.
Yeah, I feel like normal people definitely play superheroes better than woman beaters, but that's neither here nor there. I think we'll move on to our next subject now. I just wanted to touch on the fact that the whole cinema industry is definitely dying. It's getting worse and worse every year. Less people put forth the money to like go see movies, to purchase movies, to I mean, I guess what am I trying to say? Movie subscriptions, Netflix and
Yeah.
shit, they're not really dying out. Not that bad. I mean, they're
Nope.
making shittier
Nope.
movies year by year, but they have all the money. People still pay for that, but nobody goes, nobody buys that shitty movie pass anymore. Nobody gets movie tickets. Nobody go, I mean, we do, but nobody else does. That's
Nope.
why it's a
Yeah.
dying industry, and I also wanted to say that actors, all the popular actors are getting old. I mean, like the greatest actors of their time, Brad Pitt,
Young Brad Pitt.
Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Al Pacino, all these
Him
people.
too.
Jack, you want to name some more actors that are getting old that are
Leonardo DiCaprio.
definitely?
I don't
Jack,
know
do you have
if
any specific actors?
Well, I think Jim Carrey's getting old, even though I'm not a fan of his.
That's a
comedy
good one.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good one. He's like what, 60 now?
Yeah.
Yep, 60 and
And this
sexy.
this
Oh, yeah,
was
that's the
very
thing he says.
yeah, this was very
I'm
prevalent for me
60
because
and
I was just
60.
watching
Alright.
The Irishman,
Sorry.
which is Scorsese's latest film. Oh wait, no. I'm wrong. Second latest film. He also put out another Leonardo DiCaprio film that I'm yet to watch. I heard it's very, very good. What is it, like Killers of the Flower Moon or something? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I never seen it.
Oh.
Yeah. But one of his very, very recent films was in collaboration with Netflix, and it's The Irishman, and it features all the greats. It features Joe Pesci, Al Pacino, fucking Robert De Niro, all the greats. It's a mafia
Al
film
Pacino.
based off of the true story of the Irishman and Jimmy Hoffa. Do you guys know that story of Jimmy Hoffa?
No.
No.
So back in the 50s and 60s, there was a man named Jimmy Hoffa. He ran the Teamsters Trucking Union. It was a union for truckers. If you wanted food, materials, anything, it was trucked across the highways
Yeah.
to get to you. And truckers weren't getting paid enough in anything, so Jimmy Hoffa stood up, started a union, and he got better treatment for truckers, better pay, all that kind of stuff. And he was more popular than Elvis at a certain point.
What?
Really?
This was during
Oh, I didn't know
Elvis's
that.
prime. He
Oh,
was
wow.
on top of the world, and he actually got involved with the mafia. Different people tried to run the trucking union because Jimmy Hoffa went to prison for 5 years for fraud.
Jesus.
And when he got out, he was not the president of the union anymore. He really wanted to be. The mafia was kind of controlling the union. They had control over the truckers. They wanted all that power.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Hoffa wanted it back. So what did they do? They fucking killed Jimmy Hoffa. And he disappeared.
No.
He
Damn.
completely disappeared. It was the biggest conspiracy in the history of the world because they have still never found his body. They have still never found out who did it. They have no idea.
Wow.
Now, his friend, one of his closest pals, the Irishman, before he died, because this was a long time ago, basically everyone's dead, admitted to killing Jimmy Hoffa. They don't know if this is true. They have no proof. But based off of that idea that he did, Scorsese made this movie based off of what the Irishman
What he
said
said.
happened. Yeah, it's an incredible movie. But for certain points in the movie, the Irishman, played by Robert De Niro, is like in his 20s and 30s. And he's being played by like a 60-year-old actor in this film.
Oh wow.
Jesus
And
Christ.
they used AI and special effects to make him
Oh,
look
yeah,
younger,
AI.
but you can tell that Robert De Niro
Yeah.
is still a 6-year-old man. And that's how this industry is dying. They're past their prime. They're still great actors. They were the greatest actors of their generation, but they cannot act in specific films anymore. They just can't fit these roles anymore.
Yeah.
And I also thought over to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's Tarantino's. I think that's his latest film, where they had Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt's like 60. They also had Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like 60. And they actually had them play older characters. Now, they still look great. Fucking Brad Pitt has a six-pack, and he shows it off in that movie. He looks fucking great. But he had them play older characters, and they still were able to successfully act these characters, and it went well. So they're not complete. Their acting career is not over. Al Pacino was in it too, and he played an older person, even though he's old too. They're not. Their acting career is not over,
Yeah.
but they cannot fit certain roles anymore. It's a completely different industry now, and it's a dying industry. Definitely.
Yeah, I think I just want to touch one thing on it. I do think that some movies like that are advertised say only in theaters to try to get people to go out and see it, but everybody's like so like this is why it's dying so much. Everybody's so not lazy, but like
Fat.
they don't want to go to the movies and they just wait till it's out on the streaming service, which
Yeah.
is what everybody's paying for.
It's
So,
true.
yeah.
You
No,
have
actually,
you have Movie Pass, don't you?
I used to.
Ooh.
It ran out though. Yeah.
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 What?
Yo, actually,
did
I
you
want to say something because actually there was one Scorsese movie one of my friends didn't want me to watch, which was The Wolf of Wall Street. And the funny thing is that like, he kept saying, "Jack, don't watch The Wolf of Wall Street. There's too much sex in it." And I was like, "Dude, I don't give a shit. I want to watch it."
That's a really
closes-
good point.
Jack
Because
closes his eyes when they come on. when
a
they
lot
see-
of
Yeah, but now I
movies
don't.
have inappropriate scenes and stuff like that. They have drinking and violence and all this
Mhm.
stuff. And people think, oh, there's just this fucking shock jock director. He has no idea what he's doing. That is real life. If you want to bring a movie to life, there are certain aspects of the real world that need to be in your movie. That's why all the movies coming out now are rated R, and there's all this bullshit in them. And you think it's just because Tarantino and Scorsese are these shock jock directors. They just know how to make a movie, and the fucking
Yeah.
statistics tell you that it sells. Sex sells. Their movies make millions of dollars. And you think you think just because you think little Jimmy shouldn't be watching that shit that they're gonna stop? They're not.
Yeah.
Never gonna stop.
Tarantino is
Never.
old as hell too, and he's making his last movie this year, I think. So,
Well, I do think there is a like group of movies like that do well without incorporating that into them, but it's mainly them, like the big hitters that
it is absolutely.
do a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
A lot of money.
That's definitely true.
Jeez.
That's definitely
Yeah.
true, Jack. So you used to cover your eyes, you watch it now?
Yeah, well, now I don't anymore.
No, you don't what? You don't watch it anymore or you don't
No, I
cover your
mean,
eyes anymore?
Every time I watch one of those scenes, that I watch it.
Oh, we're gonna move on to the next subject we wanted to talk about. This is cinematography. This is one of the aspects of films that I like the most because there's two ways about it to me. It's just this beautiful visual thing, and if a director really knows how to sell it, it's incredible. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It can be disconnected from the story, but it can also be connected in so many ways. I'm gonna give you two examples here. First of all, I'm gonna say this again, and Tommy's gonna get mad. I did not like the Spider-Verse, but listen, I will say it right now. I will admit it right now. Its cinematography is some of the greatest I've ever seen. It's incredible. You watch these visuals, you see Spider-Man flying around the screen. The art, it's all beautiful. It's
I love
so
art.
like the visual aspect of it is so incredible, and I can completely disconnect from the story that I don't like at all and just look at what's going on screen and be like, man, this is art. This is incredible right here. But at the same time, this cinematography, these visuals can play right into the story. I'm going to use Batman as an example. Visually, it's so much more detailed and in depth with everything with Batman, and to be thematically accurate to the story, to how dark and mysterious Batman is. The screen is dark. Like half the time he's out in the dark, he's out in the black, like it is like there's so much darkness on the screen, like you're in the movie theater and you can't see shit. It fits the story. He literally lives in the shadows. He's Batman and he stays in the shadows. Like it fits thematically in it in such a beautiful way that it's just cinematography sells a movie. Whether it's good or bad, the cinematography is its own thing, and like even if a director can come up with a beautiful story, beautiful sound design, music, everything, get the best actors and everything, if he can't learn how to shoot that cinematography, if he can't use that camera to capture this beautiful essence of what's going on, he fails as a filmmaker.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Fails.
Are there any movies that you want to note that have incredible cinematography or otherwise? I have one in mind.
Yeah, go ahead and say yours. I'll think of one.
Dune had some of the best
Oh,
cinematography
yeah,
I've seen in years. Dune 1 and 2. Even though I didn't like Dune 1, again, I can disconnect that idea. Dune 1 had these beautiful visuals. I know most of them were CGI. Most of them were computer animated. Commuter animated. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Not a word, asshole.
It is Dune 1 and 2. 2 even more so. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything that you read in the books, in the Dune books, you can
I never
see
read
it
the Dune
perfectly
books.
on the screen. It's incredible. Like I don't know. What was the director of that film again?
I don't
Jack
know.
knows.
Well, I don't know how to say his name.
Say it. Try and pronounce it. Wait. Try and pronounce it.
Yeah, I think it's Denis. Jeez, I don't know how to say his name.
Just
Never mind, he doesn't know actors.
okay. All right.
No,
Well, it's
no, I do
Denis
know
Villeneuve.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
don't know
god,
how to
he
say
said
that
D.
name.
He said D. I
No,
heard
he
it.
knew it. He knew it.
He
He
knew
just
it.
didn't know
Should've
how to
said it.
pronounce it.
Well, I don't know how to say his name.
That guy
Just
has
said
it
it.
figured out. He's got the Dune books figured out, and he's got the cinematography figured out. Did you think of anything, Luke?
I did, and me and Tommy were just watching it.
I was gonna say that, bro. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, Interstellar. I think
No,
is
Absolutely.
probably
no.
I think it's my favorite cinematography.
That movie hurts
like,
my
film
fucking
ever.
brain.
Yeah.
Yo, shut up.
Christopher Nolan is definitely one for his beautiful visuals. He shoots his
Yeah.
films in IMAX, I think, which
Absolutely.
is
Oh yeah.
one of the best fucking. If you can go to an IMAX theater and see his films in the best visuals possible, you will be fucking blown away. And Interstellar is a perfect example of that, from the beautiful visuals that he records physically to the special effects that he has, the digital stuff. It's incredible. Oppenheimer is even more incredible because there was no VFX in there. It was all done physically. Some of
that's
the
when you-
bombs that he's blown up for that movie, like, take everything out of the water, man. Like he,
Yeah, I think that's when you know Christopher Nolan like has it figured out. Like he knows how to
oh yeah,
really put together a movie. Like when you use no special effects,
Yeah.
and it looks that good. Yeah.
like all the different things he did in Batman and Interstellar, it was all working up to this, and now he's able to make one of the best films of all time.
Yep.
No VFX, and it was a 3-hour movie. I feel like the longer the movie, either there's no middle ground. The longer the movie, either the way worse it is because it's just an embarrassing cash grab and they're just trying to make it long,
Yeah.
or the way better it is because there's
Yeah,
a
more
lot
detail.
of story to tell. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about our favorite directors after this. I have a few in mind, and I think we can skip the first guy. We were going to talk about Christopher Nolan. We've been talking about him. We've been meat riding this entire
Yeah.
time. I think we're going to talk about Tarantino. And we talked about a couple of his movies, but we have not yet talked about probably his best received movie of all time, which is Pulp Fiction. I remember Tommy very recently saw this. It was a long time before he saw this, but this is actually his mom's favorite movie. Like this is a powerful movie. I mean, this changed. That's what I heard. I mean, this
Yeah, I don't
changed
remember that.
cinematic history. Pulp Fiction, it like completely changed storytelling. Like nothing really engages the viewer like Pulp Fiction does with all of its different characters and all of its different perspectives. Do you have anything to say about Pulp Fiction, Tommy?
It's a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good
thanks.
movie,
All right,
too.
well, Jack's
I
the
like
expert. What did you
the
think
Zed
about?
scene. I like the Zed scene.
Yeah,
Great
how do
scene.
you like the Zed scene, bro? Jack, do you have anything to say about Pulp Fiction? You like Pulp Fiction?
Yeah. My favorite scene is probably the cheeseburger scene because I think that's the most famous scene in the movie.
The cheeseburger scene? You mean like
Yeah,
when
the
they're?
scene where Samuel Jackson says,
Oh no,
"This is
you're
a
talking about
tasty
the.
burger."
That is cinema right there. That is
burger.
fucking classic.
Yeah,
That's
I'll-
beautiful.
Yeah, I always say that every time I eat a burger.
Yeah, you know a movie and a scene is fucking classic if you find yourself reciting lines. That's absolutely
Yeah,
true.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Definitely,
that's
I don't
probably
know
my
if we-
favorite line.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if we've seen all of these, but a lot of other Tarantino films, Django, Inglourious Bastards, Kill Bill, Reservoir Dogs. I think we already talked about Reservoir Dogs. Django's definitely one we could touch on because I remember watching that with Tommy. This was a long time ago. This was before Tommy watched movies like this, and I remember it freaked him out a lot because that was a
I did. I didn't even finish
disturbing-
it.
That was a freaky. You should really finish it. The ending's
Yeah,
incredible.
I could finish it now.
That's a
definitely.
disturbing
I
movie.
watched
It's-
Terrifier,
it's a racially motivated movie because it's back before it was even before
Yeah.
the Civil War. So
Very disturbing.
this was definitely during slavery. It has a lot of very real historical notes, and if you like are lighthearted, if you are touchy about the subject of racism, it's a freaky
I
movie
hate
to watch
Yeah.
to see the way people were treated back then. It's really
Yeah.
disturbing. A lot of gore too, but it is an incredible story. What were you gonna say, Jake?
Man, I just hate racism. It's just so fucked up.
Yep. Very
That
bad.
is something we can touch on, because I mean, Martin Luther King Day was
Oh yeah.
very recent. It was
Yeah.
what, a couple weeks ago, and I mean, truth be told, I love Martin Luther's,
Luther's King Dream.
Uh,
I love Martin Luther's King Dream.
what the hell does that even mean?
That's kind of an
Just it's an inside joke. We were at school, and some kids wanted to like did this thing where they wrote about Martin Luther King, and like what they thought about him, like said some quotes. And some kid, he must have been a really young kid. He wrote, "I love Martin Luther's King Dream."
What the?
I
It
love
said like
it.
it said like one day I hope Martin Luther's King Dream will happen or something like that.
All right, we're
Martin
getting
Luther's King
sidetracked.
Dream.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's
yeah.
get on to the next director. We're gonna talk about Scorsese. Now, we already talked about Irishman. Goodfellas is another fucking mob movie like that. He he's great at those. That was in the classic era. What was that? Jack, when did Goodfellas come out? Come on, you know this.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Come on, say it.
No.
1990.
There
You
you
fucking
go.
easy.
Good
Dang.
shit. Yeah, I thought
I
it was
never seen
90s.
it.
Very early 90s. So this was like Robert De Niro's prime. He was still, and obviously they have Ray Liotta. He was a classic. He's dead now, so that's unfortunate.
Wow.
Wait,
Yeah,
No.
Ray
Say-
Liotta died.
I just want to say
Wait,
I
who
just
died?
recently watched Goodfellas.
Incredible movie though.
Yeah.
And
good,
that's
though.
all a
Pretty good,
true
pretty good.
story. That was
Yeah.
Henry Hill was a real guy. He recently died too, but he was put into witness
No.
protection, and he was a snitch, and he said that entire story verbatim, and that was what the movie was made off of. It's incredible
Damn.
when Scorsese can make these incredible, ambitious films, and they're all based off of a true story. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And then another one, I think we'll save the best for last, so we'll go on to Shutter Island. This is one Tommy really liked. Tommy, you like Shutter Island a lot, right?
It confused me. I don't know if the ending really confused me. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
had
the
to look
ending
it
is designed to be a little confusing. You know, you don't know really what is gonna happen to this guy now. It's really
He's like,
kind of
go
cut
kill
off.
me, or something like that, or I don't know. Forget.
Yeah, I
It's been
mean,
a long time.
he said like, I want the actual line.
I don't know why he said it though.
Which is worse, to live as a monster or to die as a good man? That's a very sentimental quote. That has a lot of
I
that's
don't really like
deep.
that.
You don't like it, Jack? Thanks,
Not
Jack.
really.
Thanks.
What? It sounds weird.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I agree.
All right, then we're done talking about Shutter Island.
No,
the
I'm
next one
fine.
is
Alright, move on.
Yeah.
The Departed. If you guys, I don't know if you guys have
No, I
watched
never
this. This
seen
was,
it.
I feel like
Never
this is one of
seen
his
that.
lesser known, but it's
Never
definitely one of the
seen
good
it.
ones.
Never
It's definitely
seen
one
it.
of the good ones. It's got Jackie Nicholson.
Jack
it's got-
Nicholson, always a good actor.
Absolutely. It's got Marky Mark in there. It's got a lot of
okay.
notable actors. I don't think it was a true. I don't know actually. Was
I've never
The
seen it, but I kind
Departed
of want to.
a true story? The Departed was actually a true story. I should have known that.
Wow.
It's an incredible
Yeah.
story. If you watch it, you'll be blown away. Yeah, that's definitely. I think that's one of his more recent ones, and it definitely strayed away from some of those actors that I talked about that are getting old now. It didn't have Robert De Niro and all those people from Goodfellas and The Irishman and everything. That definitely, it was definitely a different path, and I feel like a lot of people haven't seen it, but it is definitely one of those lesser known, incredible hole in the wall films. And now we're gonna move on to the last Scorsese film that we're gonna talk about. This is the one and only. This is probably one of Luke's best
yeah.
films of all time. It's The Wolf of Wall Street. What an incredible
Hell
fucking
yeah.
film.
Yeah, like I said,
Oh, yeah.
that's the movie one of my friends didn't want me to watch, but I didn't give
Yeah,
a
you,
shit.
yeah. You probably said that a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so I think this might be one of Leonardo DiCaprio's best films. I don't know if I can come up
Yeah.
with, off the top of my head, a better film that he's done than The Wolf of Wall Street. I mean,
I could come up. With
yeah,
one,
what
but
would you say?
Maybe that comes close. Probably The Great Gatsby. Is
The Great
close.
Gatsby is definitely a good one. He definitely did a really good rendition of that. I have some memories with The Great Gatsby. Very great memories. It's a very fun
great
movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that you want to watch while you have some fun. You definitely
Yeah.
want to try and match the energy that's in the film. But yeah, The Wolf
For
of
sure.
Wall Street is definitely it shows Leonardo DiCaprio's versatility as an actor because you see him in movies like The Great Gatsby and stuff, and he's really this calm, very collected, very professional character. But in The Wolf of Wall Street, I mean, he begins as the real Jordan Belfort and who he was before he was the wolf, and
Yeah, a well collected, calm person.
yeah, you completely see that dichotomy between him just being this completely normal dude, and then being the fucking wolf, one of
Yeah.
the
Of
richest
the
guys
Wall
to
Street.
ever be on Wall Street. You get to see these actual things that Jordan Belfort wrote in his book, the actual things that went on in Stratton Oakmont, the actual office building. I
Yeah.
mean, they had prostitutes out the ass, drugs out the ass. They did
Oh, yeah.
fucking wicked
Midgets.
parties. Yeah, throwing midgets at a dartboard. I know this is all irreverent stuff, but I mean, this is all a true story. It's incredible. It really is.
True.
and all the way up until the end. I mean, that movie was good up until the end. I mean, and it was all accurate. You see him fucking crash a yacht out in the middle of the stormy ocean. You see him fucking watch a plane blow up over the fucking storm. Some
Yeah.
fucking bird flew in the engine. You see him snorting coke all the goddamn time. You see him flying a helicopter while on coke, and then he fucking falls into his pool and sets off all the
Yeah.
alarms. You see the craziest shit in that movie. And you have to really, the two people you have to thank for that is Scorsese for making such an incredible film, and for Leonardo fitting that role so well. That was one of Scorsese's, that might be Scorsese's best film.
I think a really good element that Scorsese did was he worked with the actual Jordan Belfort and
Did
made
he
him and
actually?
Leonardo like really get to know each other. And I mean, it was really Leonardo who that was his idea, but he really
Yeah.
wanted to like know how Jordan.
That's
Belfort was
awesome,
going.
because I know Leonardo in every movie, not just this one. He goes for it. Like I don't know. I think in his words, he said he wanted to do everything real in a
Absolutely.
essentially, because I remember specifically like movie in parts of The Wolf of Wall Street where and this is actually accurate to the story. Jordan literally fought what's his buddy's name? I forget. Donnie. He literally fought Donnie, and in that scene, Jonah Hill literally recollects Leonardo beating the shit out of him for the fucking scene, and Jonah Hill said that he got revenge when during that scene around the end of the movie where the FBI is coming, and they're having sushi together. Obviously, when actors eat, they chew it up and then spit it out off of camera, because you do a bunch of takes and you'd have to eat all that fucking food and you'd probably throw up, which is what fucking Leonardo did. Jonah Hill was actually supposed to pretend to eat the sushi, but every single time they had to redo that scene, Leonardo says, "Are you gonna eat that last piece?" And Jonah Hill's real line was to say, "Yeah," and then eat it, because he's a fucking fat ass. But he goes, "No, you can have it." And then Leonardo actually does everything real, so he actually eats the piece of sushi. And he said, Jonah Hill said by the end of filming that scene, Leonardo was throwing up in a bucket because of how much fucking sushi he had to eat for that scene. It's incredible from both of them. It's funny, but it's also incredible how dedicated Leonardo was to bringing that character to life. And then I think we will transition to our next director. I don't know if everybody has seen most of his movies, but this is Fincher. I think he's one of the most underrated directors ever. You might not know him by name, but you'll know some of his movies, such as Seven is one of his most popular films. I think Jack likes Seven. Do you like Seven?
Well, I never seen Seven or Fight Club. Because me and Tommy's mom never lets me watch it.
Oh, yeah.
What movie?
Seven and Fight Club.
She'd probably let us watch it.
Yeah, Fight Club's not that inappropriate. I mean, there are.
Are any of these worse than Pulp Fiction?
No, I would say not. Maybe Seven.
Yeah, well, I want to watch.
Fight Club's
Seven
also
and
very
Fight Club
popular. Have you seen any of these, Luke?
I've seen The Social Network.
Yeah, these are definitely must watches. The
that's-
Social Network's very interesting. It's Zuckerberg's story. It's Zuckerberg's story and how he made Facebook. He actually stole the idea from other people in Harvard when he went to Harvard, because he's a fucking little genius, and he stole this shit.
Yeah.
He stole the entire idea, and now he's a billionaire off of it.
I just want to say, one actor in there is Andrew Garfield, and he plays.
Oh, he did.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he did. He did incredible in both of those films. And Jesse Eisenberg playing Mark Zuckerberg, he did a great job too. He definitely showed that like asshole side of Mark Zuckerberg that you don't usually get to see. You see him trying to keep his publicity up and be a normal guy, but the truth is, back during his college days, probably everybody's like this because they're kids and they're doing stupid stuff. But Zuckerberg was a fucking piece of shit. I mean, he acted like an asshole. What were you gonna say, Jack? You were gonna say something?
Well, I also never seen Social Network, but I seen the famous scene where Andrew Garfield says, "I own my hoodie and my fuck you flip flops. You pretentious douchebag."
He
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
very good
that's
job.
the only scene I watched in that movie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole movie.
Yeah, you're right. That was basically one of his best scenes. Another one that he did just
Mhm.
recently in collaboration with Netflix, he did The Killer. It's a very interesting movie. It's not one of his best, but it's definitely an enjoyable movie if you're looking at Netflix and you just want a quick watch. It's about this guy, and he's a hitman, and one of his jobs goes wrong, and then the guy he was sent to hit goes back, attacks his wife, and then he has to, pick up the pieces that he fucked up this hitman. But yeah, he's really interesting. He listens to the what I don't even remember what fucking band it was. Oh, the Smiths. I don't really like the Smiths. You guys ever listen to Smiths?
I listen to some of their songs.
Yeah, they're all right. All right. But yeah, it's an interesting movie if you want to give it a watch. I think we'll move on to Spielberg now. Spielberg is obviously one of those recognizable directors. Definitely, we got a big list here of movies that he's watched. I watched The Terminal. Did anyone else watch The Terminal?
No.
Yeah, that's a popular one. It's a little lesser known. It's Tom Hanks plays some kind of immigrant, and the country that he just immigrated from is going through a war, and so his visa becomes void, but he also can't fly back to his country, so he's stuck in the terminal. He can't
yeah, I
leave.
think I wanted to watch that.
It's
yeah.
very interesting. It's a very, very good movie. Another one is Catch Me If You Can. Have you guys seen that
I've
one?
never seen that.
No.
That one is Leonardo DiCaprio. That's definitely one of his best movies. That was when Leonardo was a kid, and he actually plays a kid in that movie. It's a real story about Frank Abagnale, and he was basically the best con man in history. He stole through fraudulent. He would produce fraudulent checks. He pretended to be a lawyer, a airline pilot, and he actually flew planes.
Wow.
A doctor, and he was a doctor for years, and he did all this, and he made millions. He stole millions off of pretending to be these. He actually passed the bar with no college, no education whatsoever. He was able to pass the bar.
Dude.
He
Yeah,
was.
he's a smart
And this
guy.
is all a true story. And at the end, he got caught. He went to prison, but the FBI pulled him out of prison because he was so smart. He was able, like when other people would cash fraudulent checks, he could actually decipher if they were real or not. So he was
Yeah.
valuable to the FBI. It's an incredible movie. Definitely give it a watch. The next one would be Saving Private Ryan. Have we seen
Andrew Garfield. I haven't seen it, but I
Absolutely.
want to.
another Tom Hanks? Great one.
Yep.
Schindler's List. I think we were talking about that recently.
Oh,
That's an
God,
incredible
no.
one. It's definitely a heartbreaking story. A lot of notable scenes. It's iconic.
Disturbing. Yeah.
It's very disturbing. It's very realistic. It shows, how Jewish people were treated during World War II, and just how awful Germany was as a country and everything that went down. It really dives into that topic and explores it. It's beautiful. Jurassic Park. Everybody's had to have seen Jurassic Park at
Oh,
some
yeah.
point.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy
I've never
cow.
seen it either.
Well, that's obviously a classic. I think we all know that. Obviously, he did all the Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know-
watched those movies.
Great, and they inspired the new game that came out. I mean, they're all they have literally verbatim scenes from the movies into the games.
Well, I haven't
Indiana
played
Jones?
the Indiana Jones game, but I want to.
Yeah, I think it looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks really fun. It looks really cool.
And he also did E.T.
Oh, I haven't seen E.T.
Ooh, E.T.'s good.
I
haven't
have
seen
seen. I did not like E.T. that much.
I've seen it, not in a long time though, so I can't really. I can't really
Yeah.
have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
but
I haven't
I've
seen
it.
E.T.
And then obviously Jaws. He did the Jaws movies.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely
I seen
incredible.
Jaws.
Classics.
Great movie. Great
Yeah.
movie.
Very, very, very good director. Then we got Kubrick. He's obviously great. You ever seen Full Metal Jacket? That's a classic
No.
war movie. Vietnam. Very, very, very disturbing.
I haven't
Like
seen that.
there's just some iconic scenes in that will really shake you to your core, and it's a very realistic interpretation of Vietnam. It's incredible.
Mhm.
The Shining. Tommy,
I've seen
you
that.
love The
That's a good one.
Shining, right?
Yeah, that's a good
I would
Absolutely.
watch that.
He
yeah,
wait,
I
he
gotta
did The
watch that.
Shining?
Yes, he did. Kubrick did The
Wow.
Shining.
Good job.
Very-
Kubrick.
Yeah, very, very. I think it was a polished movie. It was a good movie. I don't like. It's just not my style because I don't like horror movies that much. But it was definitely a psychological thriller that is definitely worth a watch. He also did
Yeah.
Space Odyssey. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Jack? He just raised his hand.
sorry. That was good.
No, say it, Jack. Say it.
No, it's alright.
Well, actually, I did watch The Shining, but that movie didn't scare me that much. But the one scene where the Yeti in the bathroom, that scared the shit out of me, bro.
Dude, when she was butt ass
Yeah.
naked.
Yeah, I'm never watching that scene again. No
Yeah.
fucking way.
So yeah, Jack, I'm gonna need you to say "lady" again.
Bro,
No,
not my
God.
speech.
Just say lady.
therapist.
Just say
Alright.
"lady."
Fine, Yeti.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Okay, yeah, and the last movie I wanted to talk about Kubrick, Space Odyssey. This actually, what was I gonna say? Christopher Nolan actually said this almost inspired Interstellar, Space Odyssey. It's definitely a classic. It's a weird
Oh.
movie. Tommy, you've seen it, right?
2001: The Space Odyssey.
Yes.
I watched it in like film class, but I was hella bored.
It's definitely a weird film. Definitely a lot of interesting notes, but it all in all, it's a very polished film. It's very interesting. It's good. I like it. Yeah, it's movie. I mean, so what am I saying?
It's movie. Yeah, I think it is a movie.
It's music.
Jesus Christ.
Is classic. It's definitely got a lot of recognizable music. You know, blah, 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 blah. You know, everybody
Yeah, right.
fucking knows.
Yeah,
Everybody knows
that
the Space Odyssey
Yeah.
film. Shit was in the fucking Simpsons
Everybody.
movie. Everybody knows that shit.
one. And the Simpsons.
We should talk about the Simpsons movie. That was an incredible movie.
Oh yeah.
That's
that
actually-
movie
I
was
like that.
classic.
That's
The
actually-
perfect movie to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Definitely something I want to touch on really quick is animated sitcoms turned movies, like the Bob's Burgers movie, or you know any
Oh, yeah, I
other.
regret
What's
seeing
another
that.
good
I've not
one?
seen it.
Another good example of like a cartoon that has turned movie. I don't know. Teen Titans movie. That shit was ass. You
Never
know,
watched that.
Bob's
Yeah,
Burgers
that was
movie,
good.
I think, did a pretty good job. I have a review on it on my YouTube channel from a long time ago. It's a definitely the Simpsons movie is, I think, the greatest example of a show turned movie. They did a very good job with that. Usually
Mhm.
they make it some kind of like a musical, and I always thought that was sort of weird. But I think Bob's Burgers actually
Yeah, I
did a
didn't
pretty
like
good
that.
job. Had some decent songs.
I used
So-
to listen to him, bro. Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro?
Okay, like you listen to the best music in the world now.
I do.
All right.
His name.
I think they did a great job with both of those movies. And
Yeah.
for the final thing I want to talk about in this podcast is Jack is actually the reason we are saying he is so smart about movies. He's got this really good idea on movies is because he actually has a big brain and he can fucking remember the dates of movies. He can remember actors and directors. He can remember a lot of intel on these different movies. So I want to go through a list of some of the most watched movies of all time and see if Jack can provide us with some information. This is the first time he's hearing this list of movies. Let's see if he can name a few of the facts about these movies. First, we're going to start with the Titanic. Can you give us the year, the director, and a couple of the stars of this film, please?
I think it was 1997. I think.
Holy cow!
All right, director.
James Cameron. I think that's his name.
Wow.
Jesus, dude. I mean, it's a popular movie, but it's still impressive.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
Yep. That's pretty good. That is impressive right there.
Thank you.
All right, next we're going to do E.T. Can you name
Oh, you fucking
those same
asshole.
facts about E.T.?
Bro.
I'm a fucking
I'm
asshole.
kidding, I'm kidding.
Bro, come on.
1982.
Wow.
Jesus.
Director.
It really blows me away.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, we just spoke about that. Okay, can you give us some stars?
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
true.
She played the girl.
Yep. All right. The next one is going to be The Wizard of Oz. Can you get us the
fuck.
director or directors, the year, and at least one of the stars.
Even I
38
know
or
this.
39.
Wow. Bang. Straight on.
I think it was 1930. Wait, what was it? Was he right?
No, he was
Yep.
right. He's always right. You know the star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy. Yeah, who is it?
Judy Garland. Too
Yep.
damn easy.
Let's do the first Star Wars, Episode
You might-
4.
He might not know that. He doesn't follow Star Wars.
Can you get the year?
You might be able to.
The
Fuck
year
me.
is, I feel like, pretty easy, and obviously the director.
So wait, which one?
The first one,
The
Which
first
one?
one, the fourth one. It's the fourth episode.
but it's the first.
A
movie
New
that came
Hope.
out.
A New Hope.
Jesus, that's hard.
Yeah, he doesn't know Star Wars.
No, just try
No.
it, Jack. I think you can ballpark it.
Yeah, just try the year because then you might, because you could probably figure.
The
You
first
can
Star
obviously
Wars.
figure
Wait,
out
the first
director
movie that
pretty
came
easily.
out, the first Star Wars movie.
I think 77 or.
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh
Bang.
my God!
Right
Really?
on.
Doesn't even know Star Wars.
God, I'm
Okay,
so
director.
embarrassed.
You got the director, right?
George Lucas.
There you
George
go.
Yes, there
Nice.
you go. And can you get one of the stars?
Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford.
There you go.
Jesus. Do you know who did Leia?
Who?
She's a popular actor.
Leia.
Princess Leia?
Oh, Carrie Fisher.
There you
Wow.
go.
Bang.
Damn.
My God,
Yo,
he
and
doesn't
she
even
died.
watch Star Wars. He got every single fact. He doesn't even watch Star Wars.
Yeah, because
I could not do this. I've seen all of the Star Wars. I could not do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get the director and a couple of those actors, but like other than that, The Lion King, the very first Lion King.
Animated one.
Oh, but it was the live
No,
action
animated one.
Okay, sorry.
No.
94.
Oh my God!
What the hell?
It's like
Jack, bro.
I don't know. It's like a freaking library out
Yeah.
there, dude. Can you get any stars though?
Let's see. I think James Earl Jones. I think he's.
Oh
doing
my
that.
God. Oh my God.
just
Okay,
knows it.
this is a light one. This is so light. Okay, The Godfather. Come on.
Year.
Light
Year.
shit.
Come on.
Okay,
Come
okay, hold on.
Jesus, Tommy.
Like he doesn't need to think about this. He knows it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say 72.
Oh my God. He says fuck it, but he knows
He's saying
exactly
like,
the right.
All
all right, I'm just gonna throw it out there.
All right,
Like he
come
knows what
on.
it is. He
No,
knows
Oh,
what
I
it
really
is.
don't know
All right,
mine.
give me the director. Give me the director, Jack.
Christopher Nolan. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, bro.
I
don't know Francis
Ford
Coppola. Like,
Well, I don't know how it's.
Give me
do
a
it
star. Give me a
rapid fire.
star. Light shit. Give me 1 star. Light shit. Come on.
Al Pacino.
Yep. Easy. Jurassic Park. Come on.
He's got this.
Come on.
bro, just
You ain't
say
seen
it.
it, but
Just
you
say
know
it.
it.
93. He said 93.
Oh my God.
Director.
Director. We already talked
Steven
about that.
Spielberg.
Yep. Give me a star.
Well, I know
Come on.
3.
Okay. Give me 3.
Viola Davis. Jeff Goldblum.
It's verbatim. It's like verbatim on the
Oh my
website.
God.
that order and
Really?
everything.
He,
It's
like,
incredible.
Studies the IMDb
Yes,
website.
dude.
Is that IMDb?
He's like, okay, this is easy because you love these movies, Jack. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Come on. Indiana Jones.
Yo,
81.
Oh my God. And you know the director.
Yep. Steven
Okay.
Spielberg.
Give me a star. Give me a star. Who plays Indiana? Come on. Who plays Indiana? Who plays Indiana? Oh my God. Okay, I think Tommy likes these movies. I don't know if Jack watched them. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That's the first Harry Potter. Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. No, he's right. He's
Are you
right.
serious?
Yes. Holy cocksucking shit.
all right, Harry Potter 2.
2002.
He's right. No, he's right.
Yep, the second one's 2002. Jack, can you get the third one? There's a third movie,
There's
right?
Like
Yeah.
5, I think, or 6.
There's like 8.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. All right, get me the third one, Jack.
Third movie. Third Harry Potter movie.
The Prisoner of Azkaban.
It's like your favorite one.
Oh yeah. 2004.
Bang.
Jesus. Goblet of Fire.
2005.
Jesus
Laughing, it's
Christ.
So easy.
Though I don't. Is this one of the main ones? The Order of the Phoenix.
No.
Yeah. I
Do we
think
know
so.
about that one? No.
That's not that new.
It's not?
Is it? No.
No,
Well,
it's
no,
not
that-
new,
it's
but
in
it's.
the series.
Yeah. No.
Do you
right?
know that one,
Yeah,
Jack,
they'll know it,
or
they'll
skip
know
that
it.
one?
know it.
Order of the Phoenix.
Don't know it.
2007.
Bang.
Jesus.
Oh my
The
god.
the Half Blood
know
Prince.
that
The
too.
Half Blood Prince.
2012. I'm kidding. I meant 9.
How did he?
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, Harry Potter: The Deathly Hallows. Do you know this?
2010.
Bang.
Oh my God! In part two.
2011.
How
He's
does he
literally
know
He
that?
just
laughing
knocked
because
out
it's
the
so
whole Harry
easy.
Potter series.
Well, I
He
don't
knocked
know
out the
how.
whole
I
Harry-
don't know
Okay,
how.
you
this
do
is
know
a light
how.
one. This is a light one. Shawshank.
94.
Bang.
Jesus. Director.
Oh God.
It's funny because he does this shit, but like we will literally be sitting around talking about like we'll just reference a movie and he'll go, "Oh yeah, that was 2006 director fucking
Yeah.
whatever the hell.
Knocks out the
Here's
whole
here's
fucking
20
cast.
Here's 20 actors. Here's the entire plot."
Yeah.
Well,
He hasn't
no,
even
no,
seen it.
no.
No, give me the director. Come on, Shawshank.
Just throwing out there. Watch, it's gonna be right.
Fuck it. I'm gonna say Steven Spielberg.
Okay,
'Cause
that's your
a strike.
second strike. We're good. We're
Fuck
good. We're
me.
good.
Strike.
Steven.
We're going on to Schindler's List. Come on, light shit.
Schindler's List.
Year.
93.
Yup. Director, obviously.
Sam Raimi. I meant
What are
Steven
you talking
Spielberg.
about?
I'm joking.
You know what? Okay, give me a person in it. Come on, give me a star.
Liam Neeson.
Easy shit. Even easier. Dark Knight. Dark Knight. Give me the Dark Knight. Not Begins. The Dark Knight.
2008.
Jesus
There you go.
Christ. Director.
Christopher Nolan.
Give me a star. Give me Batman.
Easy.
Give me Batman. Come on, give me Batman. Hurry up.
Okay, hold on.
Give me
on.
Batman. No, you know Batman. Give me Batman.
Ben Affleck. I'm Christian
Give
Christian
me
Bale.
Bat-
Christian Bale. Christian
Okay,
Bale.
now give me Joker.
I know that.
He knows it.
Who does this
Yeah, I do.
fucker play?
Two
Who's this? Who's Two-Face?
He
What?
knows that
Tommy
too.
Lee Jones.
Who's
He knows
Two-Face?
that.
Sorry.
That's his favorite part.
All right.
Who's Two-Face?
His favorite.
Who's Two-Face? Two-Face. Two-Face.
Okay,
Two-Face.
hold on,
Oh my
hold
God,
on.
Tommy.
You know it.
Tommy.
It's in his mind right
Yeah,
now. I know
He
it
said
is.
it.
He's like,
He said it.
oh.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
All right,
just
we're gonna
fade
do
your
one
ears
last
off,
one.
that's
We're gonna
fine.
do one last one. We're gonna do one
Wait,
last
wait.
one.
I wanna ask him one. Dune.
Yeah.
The original.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
He knows it, bro. Like
84.
Yup. Give me an actor.
Patrick Stewart.
give me the director. Didn't he just die or something?
That's
David
gotta
Yates.
be. Yeah, he did.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck me, dude. All right, we're doing one last one.
Funny.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh,
Curse
he's
of the
got
Black
that.
Pearl.
Ooh.
He's got that.
Come on.
He knows it, bro. Like
He knows.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know
shut
it.
the hell up.
just say
Give me
it.
a-
Just say it.
2003.
Bang.
Okay. Give me the director.
Uh,
He might not know this one.
Another one I don't know.
That's alright.
Jeez. Yep.
got
There's
most
his
of the
third
years
strike.
Strike.
Got
Give
most
me
of the
give me a
years.
star. Light shit. Give me
Come on.
give me Jack Sparrow. Give me Jack Sparrow. Give me Jack Sparrow right now. Give me Jack Sparrow. Give me Jack Sparrow. Give me Jack
Johnny
Sparrow,
Depp.
Jack.
Johnny Depp.
There we go.
Give me the girl.
All right. That was incredible.
Absolute.
Insane performance. Boy, Jack Patterson.
He got through what? 10, 15 movies, only 3
yeah.
strikes. Like that was mind blow. Like I don't even think I could get through one.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't know how
I'm
it's
just-
Yeah, he doesn't know either.
well, I'm just gonna say I don't know how I know this stuff. It's just too damn easy.
And the entire podcast, you guys were listening, thinking this kid is not the fucking movie genius. Why is he on? And now you shut your fucking mouth, didn't you?
Yep. All the viewers.
But we
Not
love
all
you
of them.
guys, okay?
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Only the doubters.
We love you
Only
guys.
the
We
haters.
love you guys, and we thank you so much for watching this episode.
course.
Okay.
God.
Any closing remarks, guys?
Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah, and I'm very happy to be on this podcast. That was the most scary shit I ever seen.
Okay, bro.